Kazakhstan is expanding its transit and transport opportunities. Experts highlight that in the long run, a strategic goal will ensure the improvement of the country's competitiveness in the world market of services. It will also stimulate the increase of transit cargo traffic volumes through the republic's territory. Today, Kazakhstan is an active participant of large-scale projects that develop international transport corridors. The work in this area is conducted as part of a number of integration communities and international organizations such as the Eurasian Economic Union, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and the Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific. Analysts highlight that there have been positive outcomes thanks to the conjugation of the Nurlijol program and China's Belt and Road Initiative. The last 5 years of work have become very successful. According to Beijing officials, over the years, the trade turnover between the 103 participating countries of the Belt and Road Initiative amounted to $5 trillion. The amount of Chinese investments exceeded $60 billion. As part of the Belt and Road Initiative, the China-Europe route has begun to operate, passing through Kazakhstan and connecting the region with 15 European countries. The fact that Xi Jinping announced this initiative in Kazakhstan for the first time is of great importance. This underlines that Kazakhstan is an important strategic partner of China in our region. The road lies through your country, connecting Europe and Asia. Today, we see that cooperation as part of the Belt and Road Initiative is beneficial for all parties. Kazakhstan can extract up to 100 million tons of oil per year from under the sea. The North Caspian project's resource base will increase due to the development of the Aktotu and Kairan deposits near Kashagan. The reserves are estimated at 300 million tons of fuel equivalent. Specialists believe that the total amount of the North Caspian project reserves make up 2 billion tons of hydrocarbon fuels. Based on forecasts, Kazakh shelf has reserves of 12 to 17 billion tons of oil, including 8 billion of extractable oil. Kazakhstan is actively developing its oil refining industry. According to international experts, the republic has vast opportunities to establish itself on the international arena in this field. This month, the completion of modernization of the Shymkent and Atyrau refineries, Kazakhstan will increase production volumes of the K4 class petroleum and diesel fuel. 3 refineries will produce 900,000 tons of high-quality RT aviation kerosene for export. Specialists believe that it will create demand amongst large airlines.
We see that there is a lot of development of the refineries in Atyrau and Shymkent and also here. And Kazakhstan is a very large country, and we are sure that the petrochemical business will develop. They have their own resources also.
Meanwhile, 50,000 tons of light petroleum will be shipped to neighboring Kyrgyzstan starting next month. Kazakh officials are set to expand the export markets for the Kazakh oil products. Based on the bilateral agreement signed and approved between Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan, we are planning to ship the first consignment of the 92nd petroleum in October. These are the results regarding the balance of oil products. The Pavlodar refinery resumed production of the high-quality aviation fuel of the RT type. Currently, airlines expressed their interest in purchasing these products, and it affected the prices in the domestic market. The wholesale prices dropped almost by 20 to 30%. Kazakhstan is set to continue developing the oil refinery sector. Government officials started developing the preliminary feasibility study for Kazakhstan's 4th oil refinery that will be launched in the country in addition to the existing refineries. There are currently 3 operational refineries in Kazakhstan. The reconstruction of the Atyrau and Pavlodar refineries will fulfill Kazakhstan's demand for fuels. Based on estimation, more high-octane petroleum will be required in the future in Kazakhstan. The government pays great attention to the transit potential with the opening of the new transport routes such as Western Europe, Western China. All these factors are covered in the feasibility study of the new 4th refinery. We also need to address the refinery's capacity and location, whether it should be located near resources or consumers. Cooperation between Uzbekistan and Kyrgyzstan is reaching a new level. Bilateral ties are strengthening in many fields, including political, economic, trade, and others. In the first 6 months, the volume of trade between the neighboring countries grew by almost 50% and reached $259 million. Experts believe that the value can significantly be increased. The main industry of the two countries is manufacturing products that are in high demand. The prices of the products will be affordable given the short delivery period.
Официальный Ташкент готов работать именно в торгово-экономическом.
The Uzbek government is ready to cooperate with Kyrgyzstan in trade and economic sectors. Ironically, Kyrgyzstan's economic cooperation with Russia and China is more established than with Uzbekistan.
С Китаем, чем с Узбекистаном.
Experts said that friendly relations between Uzbekistan and Kyrgyzstan contributed to strengthening of mutual understanding in the Central Asian region. All four presidents understand the current situation well and will do their best to bring the four countries even closer and strengthen cooperation in many fields, including political, military, security, economic, trade, and communication sectors. Analysts note that recently, tourism is actively developing between Kyrgyzstan and Uzbekistan. Kyrgyz travel companies offer trips to cities that are famous for their rich historical heritage, such as Tashkent, Samarkand, and Bukhara. Kyrgyz bakers are making different types of tandoor bread with unique tastes, including triangular, square, and pentagonal-shaped bread. The ancient city of Osh is turning into the center of bread baking. There is a lot of competition on the bread market, therefore we have to come up with new ideas to attract customers. Baking bread of this shape is not easy, however at the same time it's more profitable. Despite the difference in shape, the prices of the unusually shaped bread and the ordinary round bread is the same. The bakery is always full of customers. This bread has a unique taste. In addition, they look appealing. We usually buy this bread for weddings, holidays, and special occasions. Local bakers make an average more than 1,000 loaves of bread per day. They also take custom orders as well. The output can increase up to 2,000 loaves of tandoor bread. 80 loaves of bread can fit in one tandoor oven. We have 2 tandoor ovens. We produce 160 loaves of bread in 5 minutes. We add milk and oil to make the bread delicious. There are many tandoor bread retail shops in Osh. The most popular shop is located at the entrance to the city at the southeastern gates. More than 30 types of bread, including patirs and kulcha, are sold here. It is the wedding season. That's why our sales are high. The Osh bread is popular in the district. People arrive from other districts as well. We offer a wide variety of products. According to official data, there are 76 bakeries in Osh. The bakeries produce more than 60,000 loaves of bread per day. Kazakh designers took part in the Adjara Fashion Week 2018 in Georgia. 20 couturiers presented their collections in the resort town of Batumi. In addition to the well-known works, new designers also presented their collections at the event. Buyers, fashion bloggers, and critics attended the fashion show. The presentation this year showcased an abundance of styles, textures, and bright colors. Carefully chosen locations made the Fashion Week in Batumi interesting and spectacular. Organizers say that the project aims to introduce the works of beginner designers as well as to encourage cooperation between fashion houses. We are organizing the 4th Fashion Week. 16 designers take part in the Fashion Week. There were 6 foreign couturiers and 8 were from Batumi. The rest of them were from Kutaisi and Tbilisi. This year, many designers and countries are from the Silk Road. A theme isn't seasonal and isn't defined. I made a collection named The Chromosome of a Woman. The dresses are feminine and long. Kazakh designers showcased their complete collections. The audience admired the female silhouettes.
Круизная коллекция, посвященная именно для грузинских женщин.
The cruise collection was dedicated to Georgian women. Last year, when I was participating in the Adjara Fashion Week, I paid attention to the Georgian women, specifically to how they dress and what clothes are comfortable for them. This year we have chosen a single black color. The collection is very chic and light. There were silhouettes and styles ranging from Greek to Kazakh. Moreover, we have also displayed the national color.
Очень много интересных людей, очень много
There were a lot of interesting people, designers, and good collections. This year, Kazakh fashion models arrived to participate in the designer shows.
выступать на показах дизайнеров.
Organizers highlight that the collections of fashion designers have been very successful among fashionistas, and it also increased the interest of international buyers. Many new and joint projects could start between couturiers of different countries, which showcased their works at the fashion show. School children in Turkestan will have a new textbook on local studies. Recently, the book has been presented to the public. The new subject is included in the basic curriculum. 5th to 7th grade students will learn about geographical features, culture, art, and history of the Turkestan region. The textbook also includes information about fauna and flora, as well as tourism opportunities in the region. The most basic task is described in the modernization of Kazakhstan's identity article of President of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev, were taken into consideration during the writing of the textbook. 35,000 copies will be issued in the first stage. Experts say the additional books will be published based on necessities.
Создана была большая авторская группа, редакционная группа. Над этим учебником
A large group of authors and an editorial group were created. All district departments of education worked on this textbook in order to put all the historical moments and all the features of our region into the textbook. We needed a lot of information for subjects such as history, geography, music, and Kazakh literature.
и казахской литературы. Нам понадобился большой материал.
An introduction of the subject in the curriculum happened at the most necessary moment. Only 20 hours are allocated for the next 3 years. Later, I think the subject will be taught at least once a week. Our region has a very rich history. I want our young generation to know more about it. Today, we have included only the most important aspects of history into the textbook. "6,500 residents of Western Kazakhstan have visited the modernization of Kazakhstan's Identity Museum in Uralsk. The museum was opened 8 months ago with support of local entrepreneurs. The museum building has historical value for the region. It is an architectural monument of the late 19th century. The region's entire history is showcased in 4 exhibition halls. The first hall presents each of 7 sacred corners of the Urals. In the second hall, visitors can trace the country's history and the fate Western Kazakhstanis through photos and archival documents. Another hall presents the Republic's achievements during the years of independence. By visiting the museum, I have learned a lot about history of our region. It is unique. The Urals is a birthplace of many famous historical figures, poets, writers, and soldiers. We are proud of our heritage. It's good that our museums manage to preserve all this for future generations. Nearly 500 valuable exhibits are kept in the museum's collection. The items were discovered during archaeological excavations. These are the findings from the Taksai Mound where our golden princess was found. In addition, there are the findings that were discovered during archaeological excavations in the Jibek Mound in 2001. The exhibits include pipes, red bricks, and slabs, and they were presented in the museum. Each of them is unique. The valuable exhibits of the museum include the Morse telegraph. At the beginning of the 20th century, a lot of important news was transmitted through the telegraph. However, not all museum exhibits are available to visitors. It is not realistic to show everything at the exhibitions. This requires digital transformation. Funds have been allocated from the local budget for development of the digital format. As part of the modernization of Kazakhstan's identity program, the museum funds will be transferred to the digital format. This year, we plan to purchase special equipment and we will be able to transfer the funds to the digital format. In recent years, new museums have been opened in Kastalovsky, Shingirlovsky, and Zelenovsky districts. According to the modernization of Kazakhstan's identity program, work has begun on digital transformation of storage facilities in the region. Kazakhs has won the award of the world-famous Edinburgh Festival Fringe. International theatre critics highly appreciated a solo performance titled Beyond the River. The Asian Arts Comedy gave the Special Innovation Prize to director Tatiana Kim and actor Anatoly Ogay for the novelty and creativity of the work. Actor Anatoly Ogay not only starred in the play but also wrote the script. The play conveys the fate of an ethnic Korean who was deported, like thousands of his brothers, in 1937 from Russian Far Eastern border regions to Kazakhstan and Central Asia, and then fought in the Second World War.
Saying this because I was sponsored by the Red Army. It really is good stuff. Red Army uniform. It's reliable and firm.
The play tells about his military path in 1943. The audience closely watched the plot. Organizers said that it was interesting to learn about Kazakhstan's history through the main character. Today, the country is multinational with the presence of tolerance and mutual respect. This is the way we have chosen to show this, because it is true that there can be 10 people of different nationalities sitting at one table. We all speak the same language and understand each other. This fall, the Beyond the River play will be presented at the United Solos' largest festival in New York. The authors are expecting that the play will be successful. This competition among Akin improvisers was held in the Kyrgyz gorge of Kirchin as part of the Third World Nomad Games. 16 Akins from Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan were competing in the verbal improvisation. 8 couples competed in the first round of ITIS, with 4 poets advancing to the finals. We will continue strengthening friendship between the Kazakh and Kyrgyz people. Our nations are like two wings of a bird. We arrived here to sing about our friendship. Our verses will be filled with positivity. Long live the friendship between our countries.
Allah аузымызға жақсы сөз салсын, екі елдің татулығы мәңгі жасай берсін деймін.
Eskiden Toktogul, Jambal atalarımız çındıktır.
Poets used to take the responsibility for their words, including our ancestors Toktogul and Jambil. Even Ablai Khan and Padishahs listened to the words of Bukhar Jirau. I wish the friendship between Kazakhs and Kyrgyz will never die. If we contribute to preserving the friendship of the two people, I think our goal will be achieved.
Demek bu bizden ilgili maksatımızda yetkimiz olur.
The competition on poet improvisation is traditionally organized as part of the cultural program of the Nomad Games. Kazakh poet Maksat Akanov and Kyrgyz poet Asilbek Maratov have won the main cash prizes. The prize fund of the contest is estimated at over $26,000. The competition of Kazakh Kurasi took place at the Third World Nomad Games. Wrestlers from 70 countries competed at the arena in the sport in 3 weight categories. The winners in the Kazakh Kurasi final matches include athletes from 7 countries, such as Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Russia, Estonia, and Mongolia. At the Nomad Games, wrestlers competed in 12 wrestling styles. Kazakh wrestlers took active part in the events and made their contribution to Kazakhstan team's scores. Kazakhstan is represented at the Games by 50 athletes. I competed against the Kyrgyz athlete in the final match. Kyrgyzstan is Kazakhstan's competitor in Kazakh Kurasi. I easily defeated the world championship in the sport event. Previously, I competed with Mongolian, Tajik, and Russian athletes, and I won. I have achieved my goal. I wanted to win a gold medal. In honor of the victory, our national anthem was played. We have good results in other sports. Our athletes are well prepared. They train hard for this large-scale international event. Our goal is to win gold, silver, and bronze medals.
Негізі алдағы мақсат осы алтын, күміс, қола жүлделерді көп алу.
Excellent.
4 бул